How's it going, everyone? My name is Anthony, aka ComicsRGreat, and welcome to another weekly show where I show my top 3 comics and favorite covers that I got this past Wednesday, May 18th. Well, I hope you guys had a good week. Today's Friday. I did. It was a light week at my LCS. As you know, I get some of them at Midtown Comics through the mail. So I should be getting mine in about another 2 weeks. I did get some of the other ones at Royal Collectables, my local LCS. So eventually, these videos will be coming out a couple weeks later because I'll pretty much be getting them through the mail as opposed to my LCS. Only because it's cheaper, you know. So let's get started with the ones that I did get from Royal Collectables. All right. As you can see, a couple of the covers that I got there. One is from my favorite covers, and one is actually from the top 3. All right. So, like I said, so we got my top 3 comics, and here we go. So the first one that's up is House of Slaughter #6, written by James Tynion IV and Sam Johns, and it was drawn by Leticia Cadanici, I believe. I think that's how you say the last name. So anyway, with this issue, we have a brand new story arc in House of Slaughter. Issue 5 ended the last story arc, or the first one, I should say. So this one starts a brand new one where it focuses on this guy named Edwin, and he is one of the red or scarlet masks that are inside the slaughterhouse. So the first arc, I forgot the guy's name. I think his name was James. He was. They focused on another black masker, which is the same as Erica Slaughter. So this one, like I said, is a red or scarlet masker, and he took a trip to a campsite, and he's on a mission. We don't know exactly what it is, but he's doing some investigating on a murder at this campsite, and his monster does a very interesting thing, okay? Because he paints, and his monster helps him paint these pictures that he does, and they're very, very precise, very beautiful, but very precise, and they're written, and they're drawn, I'm saying not written, they're drawn in the monster's own blood, okay? So for the monster, that blood is very precious. So like I said, this is the first issue. I thought it was pretty good. To me, it was definitely better than how issue 1 started, okay? Because there was a lot of tangible stuff that really wasn't necessary. It was like a little extra fluff, actually, that was in there. But this one I thought was better. Definitely a better start. So I'm looking forward to issue 7, which unfortunately is not going to be coming out for another 2 months. And that's going to be on Wednesday, July 27th. All right, so the next one of my top 3 books is Nightwing #22. And this was written by Tom Taylor and drawn once again by Bruno Redondo. I always like Bruno Redondo's work. All the covers that he's done for this series, starting with issue number 78, have been terrific. And this one is no exception. So in this issue, very briefly, Nightwing recounts his earliest days as Robin, where he learns a very valuable lesson. He goes out and he tries to help people even though he's not ready. And he winds up getting his butt kicked big time. And Batman gets pissed at him. All right. But Alfred steps in and calms Batman down. And if it wasn't for Alfred, Batman probably would have kicked him out from being Robin. Okay, and further on the issue, Dick, Barbara, and Bruce go to an unveiling of Alfred's statue. Okay, since he was a hero to Bloodhaven, but they really wanted to honor him. Him being a long-standing member of the Wayne family, and also one that helped each of them. Helped Nightwing, Batgirl, Batman, all the Robins. Okay, so there's not one of them that Alfred has not helped along the way. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Anyway, so Blockbuster approaches them. Okay, doesn't like what Dick Grayson is doing inside Bloodhaven. Threatens to tear down the place. Of course, he does try. Nightwing, in his own way, gets involved, and you have to see what happens. But I'm definitely looking forward to issue number 93 to see just what happens between Blockbuster and Nightwing and a third individual who showed up at the end of the issue. So, Nightwing number 93 will be coming out on Tuesday, June 21st. And the last issue of my top 3 is Savage Avengers number 1. So this is the new Savage Avengers series. Okay, I don't think this is a mini series or a maxi series. This is, I think it's the start of a new run. So this was written by David Pepose and drawn by Carlos Magno. So this one has a very unusual team. None of these guys has ever been part of a team. None of them. Okay, with the exception of the leader, who's Conan the Barbarian. All right, so you got some very interesting characters here. You got Anti-Venom, Black Knight, Lady Daredevil. Well, her name is Daredevil, but I'm calling her Lady Daredevil just to differentiate. Okay, Weapon H, Cloak and Dagger, and possibly Deathlock. Now, I say possibly only because we don't know where he stands. Okay, you got to read the issue to find out. Great start to the story. This was my favorite story of the week. I really enjoyed it. Wasn't really planning on getting issue 2. The only reason why I got this was because it's issue 1. You know, and anyone who's a collector in the industry knows that the two biggest types of comic books that you get are first issues and first appearances. Okay, so I decided to pick this one up. Now, in some ways, I wish I hadn't, but I'm gonna have to get issue 2 and see just where this story arc goes. All right, and see just essentially how this team is gonna come together and how well they'll work together. Who will stay and who will go? Because sometimes not everyone we see in the first issue winds up sticking around. But if they do stick around, this will be a very interesting team. Some very big heavy hitters there. Okay, especially considering how one of them is part Hulk, part Wolverine, and that's a very dangerous combination. Alright, so now we have the favorite comic covers from that I got for this week. So the first one is going to be Alice Ever After number 2. And this one was drawn by Adam Hughes. Very beautiful cover, as you can see. There is a virgin cover for this, which is a 1 in 25. But either one is definitely worth picking up. Oh, and I forgot to note that each of these covers that I got were all cover price. So next one is Catwoman number 43. This is the B cover or the hardcover stock variant of this of issue 43, drawn by Jenny Frison. As you can see, this is a color blend. Beautiful cover. Again, the way she draws those eyes are absolutely beautiful. Almost reminds me of Cat Eyes. So she's pretty much the perfect cover artist for these types of covers for Catwoman. All right, this color is absolutely beautiful, and I lost my, it looks so good that I got tongue tied. Okay, so that should tell you that you should get it. So this one is actually from last week, but I decided to pick it up. This is the virgin cover for Grimm number 1, done by Jay Lee. On cover price, this was actually one of the top 10 covers of the week. So check it out if you could find it for cover price on the LCS. Definitely worth picking up. Next one is King Spawn number 10. This cover was drawn by Javi Fernandez, and very dark, but I thought I liked this cover. It's just great. It screams gritty and horror. Okay, and this was one of two covers that I picked up, both drawn by Javi Fernandez. This one was the color version, and then we also have the sketch cover. I love this one as well, but personally speaking, this one to me is the cover of the week, even though I know that Alice Ever After ranks up there, and it's really tough to decide which one, but I like this one just a bit more. But Javi Fernandez, keep up the great work. And I can't wait to see what Adam Hughes does, like how he did with Alice Ever After, and how he continues to evolve. So, my last one that I picked up was New Mutants number 25. And this one's done by Dan Panosian. It's pretty obvious to see why I picked this up. I wouldn't mind having my wife and I, dress up with a private session in this costume, This is obviously Madeline Pryor as the Goblin Queen, as opposed to the Queen Goblin, which is in Spider-Man. But this is, like I said, a very sexy outfit of the Goblin Queen. One of three very, very similar looks this week from different artists. The other two, which I didn't get, I hope to get one of them. The one will be Derek Chu. Okay, this is his rendition of the Goblin Queen. Okay, and this one I believe is from Unknown Comics, and I believe 616. Okay, I'm not sure about anywhere else. And the next one is this is the 1 in 50, and there's also a 1 in 100 variant cover of this by Stanley Artgerm Lau. This one is going for pretty big money right now, as well it should. This one sold out everywhere. I think the only place you can find it is on eBay. But again, my cover of the week is the King Spawn number 10, and I hope that you guys continue to have a great week collecting those covers. So, like I said, this was the cover of the week. Which I thoroughly enjoyed, even though I'm sure a lot of people probably would have chosen either the Alice Ever After or even the New Mutants number 25. But to each their own. So that's it. Like I said, very quick show. I just want to make it, fast. But so just to let you guys know, this coming Monday on Team NerdHerd, there's we have Cover Lovers at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Just before that, there should be Fanime Talk. I don't have a snapshot of it, but they should be there. I believe they start at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Okay, so like I said, this one is for Cover Lovers. Then the next one should be Mondo Mail Call, which is on Thursday. Their special guest is going to be T. Ravis Comics, so check him out. All right, and last but not least, they just got an agreement now with Bird City Comics, so you could save 10% with them with code TNH10. So check out Bird City Comics. They have a lot of great store exclusives, as well as their regular covers. So tell them that CRG sent you. All right. So let me see. In any case, I think I have one more slide here, and that's here we go. So for me, you can reach me at through Instagram with my screen name ComicsRGreat, and starting either this Tuesday or a week from Tuesday. I hope to do my first live sale on Whatnot. I've been approved. Yay! And it should be a live raw comic sale. I'll be posting when I'll be scheduling it on Instagram. So keep an eye on it. Okay, when you get the chance. I will be advertising it on Instagram. So a little nervous, just I am right now. Getting tongue tied, but I hope to do well. And I look forward to seeing all you guys out there. Support me, and hopefully I'll be able to sell some books that you guys are interested in. They'll be mostly modern books, but like I said, I should have something for everyone and every price range. All right, so check it out and follow me up when you get the chance. Okay, and I hope you all have a great weekend. And remember, collect what you like, and comics are great, and so are you. Later.